Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Final Stop Podcast on the YouTube, the public episode. I'm your host, resident tequila stepdad, Daniel Bridgegad. Sitting to my right, it's the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat, Tristan Bowling. Nailed it. Over here on the side table, the Lone Ranger this week, Andrew Oriana.
What's up, babe?
Hell yeah.
Don't sulter you say
Whole
what's up,
booth
baby.
to yourself.
Yeah.
Order
Right.
mozzarella sticks for the table.
No, this guy just finally had to buy 2 seats.
Yeah. Also, fun. Yeah, whatever you said. Yeah, buy a seatbelt extension.
You want more of that? You can go to www.patreon.com/Final Stop Podcast.
Which, guess what? We have another patron.
we do. We added
Yeah.
a new guy, Trevin Muncie. Ooh, shout out to the boy.
Trevin Muncie. Trevin, eat some pussy Muncie.
Dude, just a good old get some pussy juice in your beard, Muncie.
In
Jesus
always, we have Keel, Sweet Camera Keel,
Ryan Sandy Beach, and Spencer. His last name will not be mentioned again on another public episode.
I think I had to remember to bleep out his email because Tristan said it.
Yes.
Yeah, my bad.
Says this guy's
Spencer,
address.
fist deep in your mom pencer.
Shout out to the patrons, dude. We have a $1 level. Go over there. You get a bonus Patreon every week. And we have the $10 internal affairs where it's, dude, blood, sweat, and tears. $10 gets you, I'm telling you, a whole
It's
lot.
pretty fun.
We pull the curtain back on the podcast, let you guys see what it takes to
And if you don't subscribe,
We are not a soundboard pod. I
I
exclusively
downloaded
was
it
like,
on my phone.
Oh, hell yeah.
which I know splits some people in half. Some people are like, I would like a soundboard.
I
and
would love a
others-
soundboard.
Yeah, I would not like a soundboard.
I want a soundboard so goddamn bad.
What? No, because then that gives you too much.
Speaking of the Soundboard Podcast, the newest addition to the public episode, Tristan Sports Corner. Welcome to another episode of Tristan Sports Corner. I am, of course, your host, Tristan Bowling, in the Sports Corner here with my co-host. Who is it?
I'm the,
Who gives a fuck? All right. No
was gonna
sports
say I'm the-
affiliation at all between this man and I.
I was going to say I'm the colored commentator. Keep going.
Oh, that's fun. I like
Yeah,
that.
maybe don't step on my jokes next time, asshole. Keep
Yeah,
going with
you-
Tristan Sports Corner.
Well, you're a D1 football, not a D1 comic. And over here, we have a producer.
Hi.
All right.
We're trying something
you
new
wanna-
with Tristan Sports Corner.
Yeah,
We're gonna
move,
bring up
move the mouse so the
No,
screen...
no, I'm prepping something. I just didn't want you
what
to.
we're doing with Tristan Sports Corner, because I guess I'm explaining it, but it's not my corner.
No, I could explain it. So basically, essentially what Tristan Sports Corner is, which we don't have to explain, it's just me talking about sports. Daniel knows about more things about sports, and we're going to kind of diagnose it, you know?
I think it would be fun if I throw out just a vague headline that I know a lot about, that Tristan knows absolutely nothing, and he's going to try his best.
I have been watching a lot more sports stuff recently, though.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like highlights? I started watching Cardinals games. That's disappointing.
Where are you watching your highlights at?
What?
Where are you watching your highlights at?
Usually I watch just YouTube highlights of like what happened this
You're
week.
watching sports?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm watching stuff.
Why?
I like it.
Okay.
I'm developing, you know, as an adult, as a male, not a cuck.
So are the Cardinals going to be your team for life even when you move?
Yeah,
'Cause you-
unfortunately.
Nothing will discredit you as a man quicker than telling somebody you switch sports teams.
No,
Don't ever do that.
No, I can't. I'm Phoenix. I'm Phoenix like all the way. I'm Arizona. Like
yeah, no matter
sports
how bad
teams.
the Suns and Cardinals are, until you die, they could be 0-82. You have to cheer for them.
Unfortunately, yes, I know that feeling because when I got my first ever sports jersey ever was right when the Mavericks came and absolutely fisted us last year. I spent like $90. I'm glad I didn't get Booker's fucking name on my back. I got Nash.
Oh, you got a Stevie Nash. Of course, you got a Stevie
Galen
Nash,
Nash?
jersey.
Yeah, I got a Galen
Dude, you got a
Nash.
Shane Gillis jersey.
I got a Shane Gillis jersey. He was on the podcast, you know. Shout out, Brody.
That's wild.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. No.
Shout out to the old PV Trojans. As long as we're in the sports corner making the playoffs, baby. Dude, I shamelessly went on a
The
sports
Palo
show.
Verde Trojans under fire recently, making it to the playoffs after. Is that what PV stands
Paradise
for?
Valley.
Dude,
The Palo
Verde's
Verde-
in the sticks.
Yeah, the Palo Verde nuclear power plant Trojans are now in trouble due to performance-enhancing drug testing in their coach.
No, it was broomsticks up the asshole is what really did us in.
Way to make
Pee
it
Wee
real.
football is in hot water as 2 chains are found around the neck of the man in charge. Let's go to him on the field. Brody Asbill, here to speak. Yo, man, was so basically I teach these kids how to be themselves, man. Get the fuck up! I just do my thing. Each chain is heavier than the next.
No, Brody. The best part is Brody will do that stupid. Do you know where he does like the like he does a laugh that's so hard you're like, is this the first time you've ever heard a joke? He'll do like just and just like and then like stop it. He'll do that laugh like a kid will fuck up so bad it'll just be funny. He'll be like, ha! Jamal, get the fuck off the field. They just start screaming at him. You're just like, dude, I wish for a second that I could scream at a high school kid to just take out my frustration.
And that screaming man is piloting them to a victory, going to the semifinals.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun comedy sports blend. I did go on a sports radio show this morning.
Yeah.
And it's designed for high schoolers. It's really the radio show is designed to it's playoff season, so it's the reveal show to see who makes the playoffs. So it's like a big deal for these kids. It's supposed to be all about the high schoolers. I go on there, I'm like, go Trojans. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to be headlining at the House of Comedy November
So you took an
16th.
opportunity to be narcissistic?
Well, no, I hit the guys up, and that was the point of the whole thing. But like, he did a bad job of like
leading the interview,
of teeing me up to fucking like. He basically was like, "Hey, talk about football," and I said like 2 things about football. He was like, "Okay," and I was like, "You're not going to ask a question about maybe stand up, maybe ask a question." He's like, "Nope," and I was just like, "All right, cool."
This is a sports radio show
for a high school.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be like, so what got you into stand-up? The playoffs are going on, but I want to hear about your 5.
No, that was the second show. That was the other one. I did another one where he asked too many questions about stand up. To where I was like, "This is also a sports show. I do know things about football."
So no one can win.
Never.
And that's why we have Tristan Sports Corner. The first thing that we're bringing to your attention here is apparently something that I need to see.
So this is big. We're just doing real broad titles. Big guy doing hype shit.
Big guy doing hype shit. Unsurprisingly, Andrew brought this to the table.
Which is lit. There's nothing more fun than big guys doing cool stuff in sports, especially stuff that is not meant for a big guy. Now, you don't know football
when you just see like a fridge on a Segway running down the field.
Right, exactly. And in football, there should never be a scenario where a big guy's touching a ball. That means something went extremely bad, or I guess it could go good, but it made you like your heart jump into your throat for a sec.
You're like, oh no, oh shit, oh
right.
fuck. Yeah, let's go.
We pulled this clip, and just watch this. Just commentate this in live time. We're going to play it, and you're going to be the
Ken State versus Ohio State.
Yep.
Ken State up 24
I'm
in the
gonna
third.
I'm gonna
Ohio State 13.
They're punting. Yep, here we go. Kent State's ready to punt.
Ohio State, the Bobcats punting now.
It's a fake.
Oh, it's a fake, and the Kent State is going. Oh, he fucking jumped him. Oh, keep going. 2010, and look, all the people behind him, they ain't fucking touching him. 69 is in the end zone.
Tristan, that guy's getting his asshole licked from behind tonight.
Oh my goodness. 69, the sex number here to win it.
Look at him, dude. Look at him run. That's an athlete.
Sure.
Yep. That guy wanted nothing to do with it. That second guy, the guy
Number 7, bury him under the field. He killed himself when he got into the locker room.
Dude, how lit is that? Wait, you said he killed himself when he got in the locker room?
Yeah, he got fucking hooped over. He got postered, dude.
Dude, honestly.
The premise of this whole thing was like, it's so cool seeing big dudes do hype shit. And Tristan's like, okay, he's a fat guy. And then he saw him jump him.
First off, let's go back to the guy. Here's the build of Brody. He's not a big guy. If you did that shit, that's impressive.
That guy's like,
are you saying the guy who just
pounds.
hurdled somebody?
Yeah.
That is a left tackle, sir. He is 6'6", 320 pounds.
Oh, he didn't look that big.
No, he's giant. The title of the video
no,
is big
I meant like big guy as in large wide.
What's a big guy to you?
Fat.
So
like
big
large
means
and
big
fat.
means fat.
I mean just width, like big guy.
So 6'6", 320 pounds. Is
yeah,
that a big guy?
he's a big guy. Yeah, but I thought you meant more like very fridge like. You know what I mean by
so
when
I'm
I say
not a big
fridge.
guy to you.
No, you're not a big guy at all.
I'm just tall.
No.
Okay, I'm not tall.
You're not even
because
tall.
you're a 6-footer, so you would know.
Yeah, I can eat grapes off your head.
You don't have.
I can literally, if anyone has met us in person, everyone knows I could just lean my neck over and pluck your beanie off your head like a giraffe eating from a leaf.
You don't have the restraint to handle the responsibility of being tall.
Yes, I do.
You don't have the restraint.
What do you mean?
You would abuse.
I handle
it
every way.
You would abuse that power.
I handle it every way, every day.
If you were actually tall, like if you were like 6.
What do you mean? Actually, I am tall.
Yeah, average size guy. Actually,
I'm tall.
You're a little light in the ass, a little light to fight. If you ask me.
No, I'm scrappy. I'll attack you like a spider animal, dude. Spider-Man.
What are you weighing these days? About $1?
Like 140.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, like 140, 145.
When's the last time you weighed yourself?
Like 2 days ago. That's why I know for sure.
You're 145.
Yeah.
You're fat as hell.
Yeah, I'm fucking thick, dude. I'm stocky.
Start running.
Yeah, I am.
You
with
fat
you.
bastard.
How? Look at you.
We're going to have to start using the fucking jokes on for the fat guys. We can't have two fat guys.
Only
on
one
this
person
cast.
has their fucking shirt tucked in here. It's not me pouring over my fucking basketball shorts over there.
Bro, who's pouring over what?
I mean, I'm just saying, you got 2 beers deep.
About to be. Hey, next time you get up, can I actually get 2 more? Thank you.
You're not even getting up to. You're telling me to go run. You're not even getting up to go get your beers.
Not you. We have a guy for
You
that.
don't have
Yeah,
cardio.
he's not here.
Yeah, I was about to say he's not here. Our guy is not here.
Yeah, well, I'll just make sure.
We're down Aldo.
I'll make sure I talk in a level tone while Andrew gets up to go get me a beer at some point.
No, but that is genuinely impressive.
Yeah, the fact that you were very underwhelmed by that, and
Are you kidding me? Did you hear my genuine reaction
almost
in my
wanna-
sports commentator moment?
yeah, and then you were like, "Ah, that guy's not as big as I thought." And I had to explain to you what a left tackle is.
I thought you
Nah,
started watching sports, dog.
It was just deceiving. It was deceiving. The angle was deceiving.
It's all right. Basketball's like that too. There's dudes that are like my size that play point guard. That you're like, that guy's a midget, and you're like, no, they just play with trees.
I know. I know.
They just
Dude,
play with
CP3
trees.
looks like he's playing with his dad's friends every
Yeah.
single time he.
And he is my height.
Yeah, I know.
Nuts.
I know.
So is your
It's
boy
crazy.
Stevie Nash.
Yeah, I know. It's
Do you know
crazy.
anything about him, or did you just get the jersey because you like grew up kind of?
No, I knew vaguely about him when I was growing up and stuff like that. Like I knew that he was like crushing it and stuff like that. And I saw his hair, and I'm just like, yeah,
Steve Nash crushing it.
yeah. I'm like, he's crushing it. I know that he's fucking killing it.
2 things I know about Steve Nash: 1, he's white. 2, he's crushing it.
Yeah,
He's
and I'm
doing
just like,
all right.
in basketball, that's pretty okay for me. All
To
right.
be white and crushing it.
He-
That's
he-
every white dude's goal.
No, it's dude, basketball to be like to have his hair fucking parted down the middle to look like
This dude had a butt cut and was like, dude, like 96% from the free throw line.
I know. It was nuts.
I like
a
talking
crazy-
sports with you. You should know a little bit. You should get into sports betting.
No,
You-
Haley just got into sports betting.
There's absolutely no reason for that sentence to even be said on this rotating earth we're living on. Why in the good fuck?
She
Why in
doesn't-
the great googly moogly is your girlfriend betting on fucking live
She
sports?
doesn't care. She's just throwing money at people. She bets against the Suns just in case she loses. She like in case we lose and we're bummed out, we can get money out of it.
But she doesn't know anything, so she's just
She
clicking
doesn't know
buttons.
shit. Yeah, she's just pressing buttons, just throwing $30 at stuff. I tell her not to. It's a very dumb thing for her to do. But speaking of the competitive, the competition,
I'm so glad
world,
you guys signed your lease already.
Oh,
Oh
man.
yeah. Speaking of the competition world, and speaking of Haley within the competition world, Andrew was just in a competition.
That's what we're calling it.
yeah. This is technically a sports corner.
How'd you do in yours?
I guess I was excluded for being too good. If
You're
you,
out of your
if-
fucking
If you
mind.
want to know,
You're out of your fucking mind.
I was like, "Hey, can I compete?" And they go, "That wouldn't be fair to the already rigged competitors." The story's already been written, buddy. There's no room for you.
Oh no! So basically, you won the turkey contest,
Yeah.
which was, talk about what a competition. What was it like?
How was the
being
final act of that?
Uh,
Competition.
I mean, like, what was the flop sweat on your brow that must have been during the final seconds of the final slot?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sweating because the chick I was going up against, shout out Allie,
she brought everyone.
she brought a lot of people, and I was like, I actually,
it's
might.
almost like she should have rightfully won. But you get to eat a whole turkey, so that's good.
Internal affairs.
Yeah. No, but Haley saw basically.
How much of the turkey got eaten inside of an automobile? Answer that honestly.
It was a frozen turkey, so
That doesn't
almost
make
all
a
of it.
difference. Yes, almost all of it.
First, I cooked it on the engine block of my car, and then I slowly just flipping it.
I don't mean to take you away from the story. We'll get back to this. I went to lunch with a dude at my work that does very well, and he has the Ford equivalent to a Tesla. I say that to say that it's electric, so a lot of the shit is underneath the car. So in the front, there's no motor. They have a spot that fits a Yeti 32-ounce cooler to a T. And then I was like, no, that's like perpetuating drinking and driving. And then he goes, no, look, there's a plug at the bottom, so you can drain the melted ice out. I was like, Ford doesn't give a fuck. That's wild.
Wait,
go
so
back.
like in the center console of your car, you can just have a
Look
Yeti?
up the Ford. It's like the Ford Evo or Ford Emos Exo, something like that. Ford Fuck,
Everest.
something like that. Evos. Ford Evos. Yeah. That right there. That's what he has. And in the very front of it, there's a spot for a cooler and a fucking drain for the ice. And it's nuts.
That like in the center console or like where the hood?
No,
like in
the hood, where you lift the hood up. So
you
he
can't even. That's inaccessible.
Dude, what are you talking about? It perpetuates fucking. Dude, we could pull up anywhere.
I mean, like you
Crack
can
some.
And guess what? Regular cars have regular trunks, so you could pull up anywhere too.
When I was drinking and
Not
driving,
with a drain. Not
back
with a
in
drain.
listen, back in my drinking and driving days, I didn't need no fancy pantsy electric car
No.
to get my rocks off. All I needed was a good Circle K
And a seatbeltless Chevrolet that
all
I
I
could
needed
drive
is
my
a
kids
good,
around in.
good Circle K and a deep cup holder. That's all I need. Something where a tall boy
Yeah.
won't rattle.
I just thought it was interesting. Anyway, back to your.
Oh
your
yeah,
turkey story.
back to it. No, so Andrew posted a photo with him winning the $100 that
And
he
a turkey.
won, and a turkey, which he won fair and square for sure. And Haley saw it, and Haley, we were talking on the phone earlier, and she's like, "Well, I was saying how we're gonna go do the podcast." She's like, "What competition did Andrew win?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's the super real, legitimate, funny turkey competition," and she was like, "Oh." I thought it was an eating competition. She thought you were at a competitive eating competition where
the
your
prize
prize
is more food.
was more food.
Which is so disrespectful. I'm at the Improv. You clearly see the sign behind me. He's like, "Oh,
If anything, they had it there because it's hysterical how much food you can eat.
They do off night shit there. Off night burlesque shows and
Yeah,
random
yeah.
one-nighters. Who's to say that fucking what's the hot dog name? What's the,
Joey Chestnut?
Yeah, who's to say Joey Chestnut's not doing a one-nighter?
That'd
Where
be fucking
he's
awesome.
headlining.
I'm opening for
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut.
You cram a turkey up your ass, and
Tonight
this guy
at-
comes out and eats.
Tonight at CB Live, Joey Chestnut test the valley to see.
Honestly, the sad reality is we're about a year and a half away from Joey Chestnut realizing he can sell out a Tempe Improv on a Tuesday and eat 40 hot dogs.
I'm coming to you. Yeah.
Just Man versus Food does a tour.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'd buy a live show. If I got to watch the Man versus Food guy, bro, there's no way he's eating 4 pounds of wings. And then, like, you just sit there and order beers while he's eating fucking wings.
You're eating wings while he's eating wings. You're trying to keep up.
Dude, they do live hot ones. That's just eating in interviews.
Man, that's so sad.
The
Where you
baby
can-
did a live hot ones.
Where you can do like a mukbang on stage where you're just eating there and just like, what's up?
Dude, we're
You're just heavily breathing into the microphone.
intimacy is the future. Intimacy is the future. Celebrities in the 2000s, Tom Cruise, the guy lived in a hill, no one knew what he did. Celebrities now post 7 times on their story a day. To where you're like, all right.
Childish Gambino doesn't.
He's kind of like the old guard. I'm talking about anyone who got famous like since,
2015.
2015, 2020 really. Like since the turn of the decade. It's like anyone who's popping off now, you're required to share like pretty much everything.
Yeah. I was just thinking about Joey Chestnut fucking glizzy goblin his way
That
through
guy's
the USA.
intestines have to be fucked.
Nah.
Something on him has to be fucked. I know they say he's healthy, and I know that doctors do a whole bunch of research on him. You can't just slam that many hot dogs at one time.
Yeah,
and
you
then
can.
just walk away scot free.
Yeah, you can.
It's
Like,
called training.
I don't think he walks away scot free. I think there's definitely like
Couple
the next.
shits.
I think the next day is absolute like
Hell.
Holocaust hell.
Do you think he gets constipated or diarrhea?
Constipated.
I
Which
think they have to
worse
like
hell?
they have to open him up. I think they have.
He's
to,
a C-section to remove the
Yeah.
fucking dung pile.
yeah, I think it
The
honestly.
scarring isn't even healed from the last one.
It would just like speaking of as long as we're talking about medical stuff, there is this. I've been watching I watch videos when I'm just like laying in bed, waking up in the morning and stuff like that, or like late at night when I'm about to fall asleep, where it's like just like creepy videos and stuff like that, just spooky stuff. And I watched this one with medical mishaps. Are you trying to get another beer?
No, I'm listening. Medical mishaps. Keep
Yeah.
going. You're watching videos. I'm
Yeah,
paying
but-
attention.
Yeah, listen, because this is wild.
Listen to me.
No, so basically it was in like the early 80s, and this guy, I forgot his name, but I'm sure he would love to be talked about more. He was saving up all of his money for a new truck, and he was just like, nah, you know what? I've been thinking about getting a new truck for a minute. There's this guy in town who's known for doing dick lengthening surgeries. I'm gonna fucking say fuck it to this money for the truck. I'm gonna get a dick lengthening surgery. And so that's when his nightmare begins, because over the course of like his surgery and stuff like that, like when he comes out of recovery, from the jump, it's no good.
It's no bueno.
Yeah, from the jump, it's no bueno. Like, essentially, what they used to do, like, there's a couple ways where you can make your dick longer. they can like.
Is it just a muscle? So technically, you can stretch it.
Yeah, so there's like some like stuff where you can stretch
It's like
it.
you have to cut capillaries too.
Yeah. There's some stuff where you can stretch
know
it.
that word.
There's some stuff where they can like take the flesh from your thigh and like they wrap it around your dick to give it more girth.
We're doing DDLs.
Yeah.
fire.
And then the thing that he did was they took fat and just fucking put it under the base of his dick. So he's supposed to give him like 2 more inches, which when I heard that, I'm like, not bad. And
What if that became a thing where length stopped being a thing and chodes kind of came in style?
Yeah,
and
you
they
could-
could take your fupa
you got like,
and put it right into your dick.
Hey, guess what, dude? Let's go.
Dude, what if
before you let's say let's go, let me tell you about what happened to this guy because he had a very let's go attitude. He said no. He said no
diabetes
to
of the penis?
He said no to his Ford Evos and said, "I'm gonna get a pee-pee surgery." And so basically, what happened was immediately off the jump, his dick was no good.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, well, if you add fat, you're gonna block all the blood coming in.
yeah, and so that's what happened was so
You
he
just have a long, flaccid dick.
No, it
Damn.
wasn't. So it was blocking the blood coming in. So basically, there was some blood was coming in, and some blood wasn't coming in. So basically, parts of his dick were just dying flesh and rotting. He was having a rotting cock. And so it started rotting and stuff like that and like getting infected. And so he basically goes to the doctor again. He's like, look at this nightmare between my legs. And he's just like, I'll try to fix it, fuck. And then so he goes and he like, what I heard in the video described to me was as he put the scalpel in for the incision, his dick blew up. And like just
He just Squidward legs.
no.
You know that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward starts eating all the Krabby Patties and goes straight
then
to his
you blow
thighs?
up.
No, it's like when basically it's like, do you know when they kill a snake that ate like a dog and they cut it open and then like it's just laid out on the side, and that's basically what happened with like his dick meat, and then like inner dick like core mechanism was like just sitting there, and so basically
Ew.
he's just like and he had to sew his pee-pee together, and he had to go in. They're like, all right, your dick is bad, and like we tried our best, but we stitched it together. Let's hope it works. We're gonna send you home. Fucking don't touch it. And so he goes back home. His fucking stitches erupt due to inflammation. They have to take him back to the hospital to get his dick stapled shut because it keeps exploding. And then eventually they just like over the course of like 13 surgeries, his dick is now smaller than it was from the beginning of the surgery.
God's a cruel fuck.
He can no longer get an erection. He basically has like this skin tag hanging between his legs, and it's like he's like, yeah, this is the worst decision of my
Just calls
life.
niggas dick a skin tag.
Yeah.
The myth of Dickarus flew too close to the sun.
He
dog.
flew too close to the sun, dude. It was
Dude, he
Dickarus.
literally has a Tim Burton mountain. That's fine.
Yeah. No, it's worse than that. He had like fucking Australian wildfire tree stubs, just like
Ew.
half burnt spires. Just
Looks
koalas,
like lightning hit a tree.
Fucking koala skeletons laying around it and shit. No, I heard that and I'm just like, this is wild.
Well, here's a question. Let's say there was a safe option like that.
But you never
like
yo, what were you saying? Sorry.
Let's say they have a safe option like they do with ladies' tits.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, you never hear a story. Like, you hear
Well,
a couple where it's
No,
like
you hear
people,
a few stories. Like,
Yeah, where it's just
at least
like
10 years
some-
ago where chicks' tits were exploding.
yeah, where some like chick in Miami was just like, yo, I can fly to fucking Singapore and they could put cement in my tits for $3. And then
Well,
like,
that's the new thing with like, dude. I wonder with, and we talked about it a little bit before how Kim's getting skinnier, so it might be going away. But I wonder what happens to all these girls with like, you have so many foreign objects in your body, like. And I know that a true BBL is just taking your own shit.
oh,
but
dude, like fucking.
implants, silicone.
I've seen those
injections.
videos with like chicks, like strippers who have those like really bad silicone implants, and you can watch them like flip them in their ass like their butt is buffering. Like, just flip
This
them.
bitch got the spinning beach ball in her ass.
Yeah.
She got the pinwheel.
Yeah. Just flip it head over heels. Just,
Ew. I just and this is all right. This is where we'll take a nah. Talk about whatever you're talking about. Sorry, my bad. I was gonna say something, but then I was like,
Tristan, would you get pecs implanted?
no, I would just earn them.
Oh, that was he's more. But that was my okay. Here, this is my question. How much? If you got the option, how much inches of dick would you sacrifice for height, or would you sacrifice any height for dick, or are you content where you're at? Like if
I can just Kevin Hart myself right now.
so you can take an inch, you can take an inch of dick and add it to your height, or you can take an inch of height and add it to your dick, but you only got whatever you have currently to work with. Would you move at all?
I'd have to ask Haley.
No, you wouldn't. I'm asking you, Nick. It's not being literally before the podcast. I'm not a cuck at all. I'm so offended by people calling
No,
Hey, Tristan.
no.
Why are people
No,
painting me into this corner of being a cuck?
No, let me explain.
Minute 32.
Let me explain my.
Tristan says I have to ask my girlfriend if I could get a bigger dick.
Let me explain my reasoning. Because if I ask her and she says, yeah, you should do it, I'm going to beat the fuck out of her because she hasn't been satisfied with my dick and she's been lying to me. So I'm going to beat the shit out of her, then I'm going to get a bigger dick
That
and a new
means it's your
bitch.
You don't think her vibrators are hiding in her closet like Anne Frank? They're not trying not to make noise?
Dude, I peeled the place apart. They're fucking, I don't know if they better be, they're fucking Osama bin Laden if they're there.
Would that be offensive to you? Would you be mad? I think
We've
we
already talked about this.
You would be actually sad.
No, he said he would be angry, and we called Haley.
I wouldn't be angry.
You said you would be angry.
I wouldn't be pleased.
Really?
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
I'm John Henry.
We have.
I'm John Henry.
Yeah.
I'm the John Henry of a penis.
So you wouldn't sacrifice any inches on your dick?
The only reason why
You don't want to be 6'5"? I don't think you have that many inches of dick to give up. But you don't want to be 6'5"?
I was about to say, can I just make it an innie? Can I just make it an innie? Can I just make it an innie?
Can I just be 6'9" and just make it an inch?
Can I just make it so I can just hide a single chopstick in my torso? And just make it flush, but I can dunk. That'd be cool. I love that.
You're doing chopstick walruses with your dick.
Hey, yeah, that'd be fucking great.
He said, can I just be a 7-foot female? Is there an option to just push it all the way
just
in?
absolutely SummerSlam on the WNBA league.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, but, dude, Brittany's not going anywhere. She's in Russia for a minute. I'll be the new fucking face of what's the name of the WNBA team in Phoenix? Mercury.
As many jokes as I want to make on why you didn't know that, how you didn't know that.
Did I get it?
No, you got it right, but you had to question it, and that made me feel good.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, are you mad I didn't know the WNBA team? The fact that I got it right, you should be pissed.
That's funny. Dude, I got to watch Shaq lie. He was on the Full Send podcast, and I got to watch Shaq just be like, dude, he's like, here's a problem with the WNBA. Let me tell you how to fix it. And he was like, he was like,
everyone wears moon shoes.
Yeah, no, he was literally like, they have lying his fucking ass off as a giant enforcer of his center. He's like, they have all this stuff. They have the fundamentals. They have the speed. They have the pace of the game. They have the coaching. The only thing they're missing is the dunking. And I was like, oh, is it, Shaq? Is it? Or is it the fact that there's a bunch of successful 5'7" point guards? Is that the like, he thinks that if you lowered it to 9 feet and a girl could go, ha! That would fix the entire problem.
I'm not gonna lie, it would help.
It would help. It would for
help.
sure help.
Do you know how hype seeing like I was watching highlights of like the Duke game at House of Comedy. They were playing in the bar.
Oh, dude,
and
imagine.
dude, guys were getting dunked on. I don't follow basketball. I don't watch basketball, but that got me fired up.
Bro, do you know how much I would like to watch women's basketball? Like, whoa, she just put her clit on her forehead.
I was about to say, I'm like, dude, she gave her a period blood mohawk. Look at the top of her head. Jesus Christ, that's a fucking poster, dude.
Just a girl poster.
Just fucking.
Oh man, I would like to see
Nike
that.
starts
That'd be
making
fun.
diva cups and shit. That would rule.
That would be lit, dude. I would watch.
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Dude, I have nothing.
So
against...
wait, Shaq is right.
He's all right. Yeah, that's a good guy.
You brought it out. Look at you. Look at you. You're just like Shaq said the dumbest
Talked
shit.
myself into
Yeah,
it.
I know. As soon as you started thinking about the posters.
If they could just dunk. If they could just dunk. Ah, that's the only because that's what makes basketball.
Yeah.
That's, well, it still
Do you know
would
what?
be as
If they
successful
could
because
dunk,
it's just not as big
if
and
they
fast.
could dunk, and if somehow they could raise the arena so everyone was sitting slightly below them.
Look up. Oh, what college is this? Oh,
What college? Do they have a college like that? Like
Okay,
a
so
American Ninja Warrior arena?
No, but it's actually a fucking hazard, and I don't know how they have it. But fuck, I was watching.
It is definitely hazard. You can fall off the court.
Fuck, I was watching March Madness last year, and literally the court is like where our table is, and like the bench sits, but it's like further back, so it's not like a normal bench. It's like you're sitting like football levels of away from the field or away from the court, because the court like stops and then it falls down.
Yeah,
and
because
that's where
football is all up
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. If it's away, like the way a basketball's all up.
But
If
I
it
see
was
what you're
away
saying.
like football,
You're saying if the crowd could perceive a 5'9" lady dunking on an 8-foot hoop at a lower view, it would look really nice.
it would look sick.
It would look.
it would look sick.
You're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Listen.
Like, come on.
I know no one's clearing a Kia Soul in the halftime. I know no one's going over. I know no one's doing that. Maybe one of those like fucking electric coffins that I keep seeing in
I don't
Scottsdale.
even know. What do you think halftime shows at WNBA games, they just give away like KitchenAid mixers and stuff?
That's a bad joke. That's a bad joke, Daniel.
They just give away Cuisinart home appliances?
Daniel, that's a bad joke, and I don't like it.
Maybe even a lazy boy?
You're just talking all this trash because Taylor's not here. She's not in the other room. Yeah, because she would come to your defense. I don't think so. Do you know what I think they do?
No, you know what? She wouldn't come to my defense because if I dragged her to a WNBA game and she walked home with a fucking Cuisinart KitchenAid mixer, she wouldn't be mad about
I'd be fucking pumped. Yeah,
she
no.
wouldn't be mad
Dude,
about
if I went to a WNBA game and I fucking went home with like, dude, we can make like homemade peanut butter. Like,
Literally,
this is
Dude,
nuts.
we were mad we didn't get Chick-fil-A. Can you imagine getting home appliances?
Literally, if they were like, we can give you season tickets the
It's
rest
a
of the
lot-
season or this Nespresso, she'd be like, thank you for the Nespresso.
It's a lot less than a t-shirt gun. You can't do that. You can't t-shirt gun a blender at someone. Yeah, you're just like, this is 25 pounds. Prepare the trebuchet. Like, trebuchet is like a catapult, but it uses more momentum. Like,
I'm glad you explained it because I didn't know
that the
what
one
the
that goes-
fuck was going on.
yeah, it's the one that goes
Oh, that's
down,
the-
flings around and goes, whoa.
You're such a dork. The fact that you knew fucking trebuchet.
I knew what it was. I didn't know the name of it.
There was
That's
a lot of
pretty cool.
trebuchet memes when I was coming up in high school.
On what internet? What internet?
The
were
internet
you
I go
using?
on, god damn it. Yeah, look up trebuchet.
Is this like a Da Vinci invention?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah, they can throw like
Those are what kept the orcs back in the Battle of Mordor.
Yeah, those things can throw like fucking like Home Depot things of oil like fucking a football field, dude. Trebuchet. That's fucking cool.
And to think
Imagine
that-
if you got that's a dick lengthening surgery. If you put your dick at the end of a trebuchet and like kind of have it like
And to think that the guy that invented that died from like Lyme's disease or some bullshit early world disease.
yeah. It's people like it's like, oh yeah, I invented modern electricity. It's like, how did you die? It's like a horse coughed on me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like the hypocrisy and being like, oh yeah, I invented and I knew all this upper level science and math, and you're like,
Yeah.
but herpes took me out at 36.
Yeah, what a great mind. Killed by rain.
I hate meat. That was a day old. My bad.
Yeah, I didn't eat something literally fucking covered in salt, so now I'm dying.
Salted pig fat, dude. Can you imagine the fucking
Look up modern day. Look up because there's this one YouTube channel I watch called 18th Century Kitchen, where it's like they like make meals before like spices were prevalent, and they're like, here's
Why
how you
don't you
make it.
just watch The Liver King and stop being gay?
No, because it's a fucking old dude sitting there in like a shanty thing he made, and he's
Just like a David Attenborough
yeah,
type.
he's like, here's how you make chicken pot pie back when flavor wasn't invented, and then
Why
like
would I want to eat flavorless food?
because he teaches
It's
you how
like
to make.
colonial food.
Yeah, he makes. But the thing is, here's where it'll get you. He makes all the recipes from Red Dead Redemption 2. Like all the recipes from like
They have recipes in the game,
where you
Yeah.
can make like bear stew and like cougar pie or whatever.
and they actually have like I only played Red Dead for a little bit. Is it like Skyrim down to the? There you go. You sure that's not alcoholic?
I'm hammered.
Is it? Is it like Skyrim down to the T? As far
I
as
didn't
like,
honestly. I didn't play it either. I fucking
I played Red Dead Undead.
The thing is, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto, like, it was the same thing. It gave me too much power. I would just look up fucking cheat codes. I wouldn't make it out of the first room because I would just spawn a helicopter and kill everyone. That's all I would do in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And then in Red Dead Redemption, I'm like, oh, I want like a modern, like a 18th century equivalent of a hand grenade launcher. And then I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, fuck your house, fuck your horse. And then I'm like, this is boring. I can play Halo.
Yeah, that's why I don't like those games that give you the ability to be like, do you want to be God? And you're like, I want to beat the game, but I don't have the fucking.
I don't have the restraint.
I don't have the restraint to not be God. Yeah, give me the keys to the car, dickhead. I'm gonna kill you too.
Yeah, of course.
I have a helicopter in 18th century. You don't think I'm gonna fuck up everybody?
My dad made me think that I unlocked the car with my Darth Vader powers. I'm killing everybody. It's a callback to two episodes ago.
Look at that.
Look at me. I have a good memory now. Look at that.
All right, let's end on one more thing. I think I have. I think I have
End on
some.
one more thing, dog. The fuck are you talking about?
I was about to say we feel like we're like probably like 30 minutes into the app.
Wow.
We're 35.
Wow, I was really off on where we were at.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do have a
Yeah, let's finish on the. Oh, by the way, 1 second.
shout out to the Jays.
Yeah, shout out to the Jays. Back to. That was a commercial break. Welcome back to Tristan's Sports Corner. We're back in the corner today. Jews are
That's the name of the episode, by the way.
Jews, Kanye West talking about them a lot, but now the NBA, they've been infiltrated.
G League.
G League.
There's Jews in the front office. There's Jews in ownership. But now what, Tristan? There's Jews on the court.
Ryan Turl in the G League now.
Did you put a picture right here of this guy, Gaspar?
Yeah. Wait, can you pull up a photo of him?
Dude, he looks like Will Ferrell when he grows his hair out in Step Brothers, but put a yarmulke on the very back of
He's
it.
literally
It's great.
He's him from
all right.
semi-pro.
Yeah,
All right,
oh,
so
yeah,
this is
yes.
why it makes news. He's the first Orthodox Jewish.
Yes.
He's Orthodox.
So he played at Yeshiva University up in New York, like Orthodox as hell.
is
super,
that fucking Richie behind him? Who is that? In the,
kind of?
yeah.
And he plays in a Detroit Piston. He plays in a Detroit yarmulke. That's not. This guy's a better black Jew than I am. I've never been attested so much, dude. His jump shot broken, disgusting.
I was about to say he looks like he's trying to do the YMBA or at YMCA.
This nigga has the Shabbat of all jump shots.
It's like he looks like he's doing the YMCA. When they asked him why he's doing this, he's like YMBA. YMBA. He's like, listen, I'm 6'1". I know what I'm doing. I got the ball. I can dribble. I go.
No, he's actually big. He's like, I want to say he's like 6'5".
Daniel, he's like,
Damn.
y'all bitches about to sit Shiva because I'm gonna murder that ass.
Shiva, dude.
Yeah.
He's wet. Not literally, obviously, because I'm pretty sure he's a
Do you
virgin.
think if he
but
posts? Do
metaphorically-
you think if he posts someone up on the backboard, they call it a? He's like putting him on the Wailing Wall. Look,
Right.
there is.
dude, fucking, they're like driving to the basket, parting the Red Sea. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. He's shooting for 1, 2, 3 days of Hanukkah.
that's good, dude. Yeah, but like it's interesting because he's not gonna make it to the
It'd be
NBA.
so funny. Like,
Well,
This guy's been killing it for 40 days and 40 nights.
that's fun.
do you want to see? So this gets a little bit topical, but so Kyrie is suspended right now because he said some wildness about.
Ryan Turl.
Yeah,
Ryan Turl was on fire for that game.
He was.
And then he continued to be on fire for 8 days and 8 nights.
The Jews are starting to become enforcers.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the
interesting.
Mossad?
Israel?
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's there.
ask the Palestinians.
Well, I'm talking about in America, we have this fun guys of like, oh, we're so Jewish and we're helpless and we're not. Oh, we just happen to control everything. And so it's.
All right.
Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong?
All right. Well,
46% of the
You're
NFL.
not wrong. He's
No,
running the G League right now.
46% of the NFL owners.
he's running the G League.
Yeah.
46% of the NFL owners are Jewish. That's a crazy stat. Half of the fucking NFL is Jews.
That's cool.
That's nuts. Not
Shout
saying it's
out
good or
Julian
bad.
Edelman.
I'm Jewish, obviously, but I'm saying we've upkept this like.
Jewish guys love sports.
Yeah, shout out Julian
no,
Edelman.
No, we love sports, but I'm saying we've kept up this like this facade of like we're these helpless and we've been persecuted for so long and we're just we own everything and we run.
I love it how you're
Everything.
I love it how you're speaking this as a we, like you're at the board
That's
meetings.
why I can say we run.
Yeah. You're like
Uh,
they're not
uh,
insulting you. No
Yeah,
one
you're
is.
not in the
Brother
boardroom.
Bridgegad of the African American delegation.
You have 2 shares of Jewish stock.
You run a monthly show at House of Comedy.
I have 3.
That's
They gave me 3/5 of a share.
yeah. That's a good.
It was a
show.
compromise.
Yeah, it's a compromise. They said, "You listen. I've been giving. You're only taking.
Yeah.
It's a
You
give and a
work-
take. It's a give and a take.
It's a give and a take. You work on my land. You use my equipment. I pay you minuscule dollars. It all works out.
It's just the Godfather scene at the wedding, and Daniel's like, "My show. I need my show back."
Yeah,
My sugar.
it's fun though. But yeah, shout out.
Anyway, there's Jews in the NBA. It's fun.
Jews in the NBA.
Jews playing for the Detroit Pistons G League.
That's cool as shit. Imagine if he's just like the face of the Detroit Pistons.
Do you know how mad they'd be? So many black people would be furious.
Dude, it'll be great. You know how like at the Footprint Center, every time they like someone shoots a three, it plays like a little song and a jingle and stuff like
It would
that.
literally be changed to Yeshiva University Arena.
It'd be fucking Hava Nagila every time he shoots a three. They just bring out a chair.
Terrell from three. Look up, Andrew. Look up this picture. Jews sit courtside at Nets game. So Kyrie said all this shit, and this is the first time that I've seen Jews outwardly in America sit as like muscle, and they're sitting in fight anti-Semitism shirts. Look at, and they're sitting here.
Oh, the Brooklyn Math Club.
Right, exactly.
He decided to show up to
the Upper East Side Debate Club showed up. And, and they're hanging out. And
the Robertowitzes decided to show up to the front.
Well, it's funny.
It's so funny just to be like fight anti-Semitism by sitting in the very front
row
in the
corporate. So that was the point I was making. You got there first, but like they're making the point of being like, basically Kyrie was like,
is that Rich Voss?
That's what it looks like. It looks like the dude from Secession, or the Rich Voss guy.
Yeah.
But basically, Kyrie all he said essentially was, hey, isn't it interesting how there's a very small minority who runs a lot of what's going on?
Dude, the guy on the far right legit looks like Nosferatu.
They're making a new movie about him, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. But anyway, so what I was saying, these who sat front row, bro, these seats, do you know how much they go for a head?
Probably $5,000.
Right. For a drink. Not really, but yeah, you're paying. These are corporate seats. So most courtside seats.
Yeah.
Most courtside seats are not individual owners unless you're like Phil Mickelson or something like that. Or sorry, Jack Nicholson. That's the Lakers guy, right?
Did you say Phil Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson's the Lakers guy. Sorry.
No, Jack Nicholson is the actor.
I know, but he's the Lakers like fucking stan. He sits front row in a lot of their games. He's the Spike Lee. Unless you're Spike Lee, these tickets are
and M. Night Shyamalan for the Phillies.
Really?
For the 76ers, yeah.
Drake as well.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan
But
goes
my
to a
point
lot
is,
of them.
unless you're one of those guys, like they don't just give these seats away. So these guys are sitting here being like, we're protesting anti-Semitism. You're like, I mean, technically the guy said the Jews just like run a lot of the world, and it's interesting that
Give
that
them
You
guys
guys have 9 seats in the
this?
front.
9 front row seats.
What did Kyrie say? How about this? Let's take our pre-existing seats we've had for years. Let's fill them up with a bunch of teens who've just wanted to go. We have some kids at the youth center who haven't gone yet. They're gonna go. We're letting them wear their fight anti-Semitism shirts. It's very nice. None of them will be wearing athletic shoes in the slightest.
It's tough because I have Jewish cousins and Jewish family. We are the most infuriating race of people to probably ever walk the dude. We're just complaining.
I mean, I love Jewish people.
No, we're obviously lit as fuck. And dude, I've honestly probably gotten more help from Jews in comedy than I have black people.
Yeah.
So it's
entertainment.
Yeah, we're lit, and but we do control. We're a very small portion of this country, and we control. I mean, buddy.
I mean, well, you gotta think
a lot of it.
You know what? Why don't
Still never Jewish president. Still never been a Jewish president. That's how you know we control so much. We would never waste our time with something so minuscule.
Yeah, that is kind of fickle.
Yeah, we would never waste our time with something.
Bernie went rogue.
Yeah, they only make $400,000.
Yeah,
do you think a Jew who owns a hedge fund?
I can understand like a Jewish guy just being like, why would I want to be the manager of the Walmart? Why?
Yeah, why would I want to manage the Walmart?
Yeah,
I want to fund all the products individually that get sold at the Walmart.
Go to the Walmart and then go back to what is the Jewish version of Walmart? AJ's Fine Foods.
Great establishment.
I'm trying to think. Do they do
They
kosher
have
stuff?
No, there's one in New York that you'll figure out what it is, but it's like the epitome of. It makes Whole Foods look trashy. I can't think of the name, but it's the new super expensive.
Oh, really?
Grocery store.
Like the
Andrew,
high
look
end?
up expensive grocery stores in New York.
Yeah.
I'm sure once I hear the name, it'll come up. But yeah, my girlfriend's talked about it. A lot of the like
Grocery
housewife shows that she watches, they shop there.
That's so. Citarella?
Nah, it didn't sound like Cinderella. It was some other word. But yeah, there's a bunch of like that's kind of the new thing.
Clitoral
Look,
stimulation.
my cat's literally in a box right now.
Aww.
I know we weren't supposed to talk about that.
I know. I brought a box over and Tucci
Wegmans?
said.
Wegmans. They talk about that on Are You Garbage. Wegmans is like that's uppity. It's like
Wegmans?
if you shop at Wegmans, it's like Oh, okay. You're doing.
Oh,
all
you're
right.
doing different
You're
things
doing
than us.
okay over there. Oh, their household must be bringing in some cash.
Oh,
Wegmans. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what, because honestly, if I go into, I'll walk around like, I'll have more fun at a fancy grocery store than a museum probably.
Oh, just looking at all the shit you can't buy. Just being like, damn, look at that.
I'm like, wow, that scotch is really expensive.
I'm
And
looking
just
at
judging
I'm
it?
looking at the cuts of meat like it's art. I'm like, what were they thinking?
Oh my god.
Well, no, I do
my
the
God.
thing where I sit there and judge it like I can't afford it. You're like, Jesus Christ, $42 for Wagyu beef. What the fuck are these guys thinking?
You're in the back and they're having like a peep show with select pieces of beef.
I have a peephole cut into the walls.
You're just putting quarters in and like the curtain raises. You're
Coming
just
to
like,
the stage.
oh god, is this the dry aging room? And you're just like,
What are these, the cold cuts?
oh, how old are those ribs?
Look at the marbling.
Yeah. Is that going straight to Nobu?
Andrew beating off to red meat makes me laugh so
Yeah.
hard.
Just have it.
Honestly, that would be a nice oil. That'd be a nice lubricant for a nice fab sesh.
Do you know how like people? What? Wait, what? Like, wait, what? What was your lubricant for a fab sesh?
A nice,
Meat
what is it called when you just cook fat by itself?
rendering fat.
Yep, a nice rendered fat. I love how you know the culinary words. A nice
and
rendered.
immediately regretted that he knew that
A
culinary
nice
word.
rendered fat oil, bro. You've never looked at that vat
That's
of
like
fat
that's
that
like
your mom
that's like
keeps?
that's like you saying it just being like, well, what's it called? It's like clarified butter. I'm like ghee, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
ghee. I want to stick
Bro,
some in my ass.
You've never
Like-
looked. You've never looked at that vat of lard that your mom keeps on the counter and want to stick your dick in it. You've never wanted to be like, I bet you that feels nice.
No.
Not that you do, but you've never had that thought of being like, bet you that feels nice.
Intrusive thought of just being like, there's a hole, I want to fuck it.
How
I
can
have
I
that
fuck
thought
this
about
kitchen?
3 times a day. I'll just walk through life, and be like, bet
Daniel
that feels
doesn't want to fuck in the kitchen. He wants to fuck the kitchen.
Yeah. You should just like take me in the kitchen. It's like, all right, I'll start with the stove.
I want to put my dick where the Nespresso pods go.
Yeah. I'm gonna come in an espresso pot and drink it.
Ew.
That'd be gross.
Call it moon juice.
Why? Why would you call it that?
It's
Well-
coming from above. If you're coming in an espresso pod.
Hey, that's like an orbital laser from Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Damn, I haven't thought about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, just fucking around. She's right by the light.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. I'll have to lock you in the room. Not that we do that normally.
We're gonna have to hit you and make you cry. Not that we do that normally.
Not that we do that normally.
That's not
If
it.
you watched the last episode, Daniel probably still does that.
Yeah, Daniel hits dogs. That's what we found out.
That's such a normal thing. I hate that got brought up as like, oh yeah, you're a dickhead.
yeah.
Talking about Wegmans, do you guys have any things that you think are overrated, but everybody else is like all about it? Is there like a certain thing where it's like that fucking sucks?
The Beatles.
The Beatles?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say that earlier. Yeah, I don't understand the appeal with those guys. They're all ugly. Their music's high.
I think didn't we talk about this?
No.
I thought we did. I don't get the Beatles. It's so fucking. It's dumb. It's just like everyone who's just like such beautiful songwriting. They're just like, and I was an eagle, and I'm on, and I'm on the dog. Like it's just it's so fucking stupid. It's like basically like I'm on a submarine and there's 2 other guys here. There's a dog. Like it's fucking so. I fucking hate it. And they're just
2
like
other
the
guys.
impact that the Beatles had. Like because I listened to like the Bonfire and it'll go through like the Sirius XM ads where it's just like the Beatles radio. Listen to all these stars talk about how the Beatles changed me. And it's like Jimmy Fallon just being like, every time I hear this song, man, I cry. And I'm like, dude, fuck off. I'm like, you are such a fucking loser.
You don't have. Do you have a certain song?
We have talked about this.
Here's a fun question. Do you have a song that's like off limits that you're like, I can't listen to the song because it makes me so sad or
No,
so
there's songs that make me mad because I hear them so often that I can't. I'm just like,
Fuck You by CeeLo Green.
I mean, we already talked about that in
Yeah.
an early episode.
Yeah.
But like,
I have From the Ground Up by Dan and Shay. Can't listen to that.
what is that song?
There's a couple people out there that are laughing so hard right now because I just cucked myself out publicly.
From the ground up? Is that like motivational?
All you need to know is the first verse of the song. It goes, Grandma and Grandpa started a family.
Yeah, and you're just like
15 years in this little house. I'm like, "Ah."
And then mother and father ended that family.
Yeah.
Double homicide. Blood splatter sheets. You're just like, damn.
Everyone's dead. It's a revenge killing.
Yeah, I can't listen to it because when I was doing long distance, there was a period where it was like, if you would have we would have been the best of friends if you met me when I was doing long distance.
Yeah.
There
We
was
did meet you when you were doing long distance.
I did.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I did.
There was that.
We knew you
and
for
we
at
were
least
the best of friends during that.
Then
year.
that bitch came.
And then she came, started giving me a lot of shit about Alex Jones' opinions, and then it all went.
This
south
is all
from
just a
there.
ploy for me to get you to kill her. Just like I'm sitting there, just worming your ear, just being like, "Do you know, we could podcast every day, and I'd get the reels out on time if she wasn't here."
We will. You wait. You're gonna have a nice crescendo to your time at Phoenix from be fucking.
Wait, I don't get it.
Taylor's going to Qatar in like a week, and this is just staying up.
Oh, nice.
This is just, dude, and literally anytime you have a free hour or a free hour, we're shooting content of some sort because we're gonna need a mass amount of in-person shit before we switch over. What are you doing? You're saying keep it going?
Yeah, don't tell them we're going to be backlogging.
I think that's nice. That's a nice little let in. Anyone who's watching this far into the podcast deserves to know what's going on with the.
I'm leaving.
Well, no, we're talking
The
about
podcast.
the logistics
I'm
side.
going to be
A dancer.
That would interest me. If I was,
I haven't said it publicly on the podcast, but I'm going to New York.
I'm going to New York.
I'm going to New York to be the first Jewish center on the Nets.
Tristan's gonna go to New
I'm
York.
following Ryan Terrell's footsteps.
Tristan's gonna go to New York and get in one of those like Spider-Man meme situations. It's gonna be a bunch of other guys in horn-rimmed glasses and big pants, being like, "What the fuck is
I
going
don't
on?"
have horn-rimmed glasses. You're not funny.
A bunch of guys with pants rolled up to their ankles with Goodwill Platinum cards, being like, "Whoa!"
That's why I'm
The
just.
city shuts down every time he walks into Brooklyn.
I'm gonna see how long I can go before not doing a show. In
Dude, I swear to
Brooklyn.
God, I swear to God, if by the time I come out there, if you're fully Brooklynized and you hit me with a "what up, B" with a grill in your mouth, I'm slapping the fuck out of you.
Oh, I could talk about that. Yeah. No. So I went to the dispensary yesterday morning before work, and I was the dude who hold the door open for me. Super nice. Like instantly is the most just Brooklyn, New York person of all time. He's
Hey,
like,
yo, ma.
no, literally. Like, first off, he walks up, like, pulls up front in a Supra that's like bumblebee color scheme yellow, and like the side panels are dry heaving from how much bass he has going on. It just like
Never heard that described.
when you see the side panels go like,
Just
like, yeah,
on the side.
yeah, when it looks like a scared chihuahua, like their whole car is shaking. No, so we were so the guy held the door open for me, and he's like, "Yo, man, I like your style. Where you's from?" And I'm like, "I'm from here, man." He's like, "Yo, you Phoenix cats got it different out here, man. Yeah, we just came here. As you could tell, I'm from Brooklyn." And I'm like, "Yeah, I could tell you're from Brooklyn." And he's like, "Yo, what you do out here?" And I'm like, I do stand-up comedy. And his chick, who like literally like is sitting there in like a tiny little shirt in like a hoodie over in her like, I've never seen whale tailing quite like this.
The fuck is whale tail?
Do you know when like
When
in
you
the
have your
early
panties
70s?
above the line of your jeans.
yeah, when you just absolutely like up on her hips.
Oh,
Like-
dude,
It's hot.
I'm Captain. Fuck,
Ahab.
Ahab. Fuck, I'm Captain Ahab. I like a nice little whale tail. buddy.
Yeah. I'm glad I could alley that one for you.
I knew you would know it too.
Yeah, you're just like, I imagine you just being at a club and seeing some chick with her fucking thong on her hips, and you just being like, "Aye,
Ahoy, matey. Dude.
my white whale,
Whore off the port bow.
my white whale."
Where are the white whales at?
Yeah. You know, most fish be walking around like this. You know, those white whales.
I walk. Where are the white fish at? That's fire.
Yeah.
Where are all the white fish? Where all the white fish is at?
What's that one Will Smith movie where it's a car wash movie?
Shark Tales.
Shark Tales.
Working
Will
at
Smith
the
and Shark
car
Tales.
wash.
I feel like they could do a whole like Def Jam comedy special in that universe, and it would work. It's
Oh.
yeah.
Dude, the Times Square in that movie is the coolest shit I've ever
That's
seen
what I'm
in my
saying.
life.
Like,
Yeah.
it'd be sick if they just like did a whole like Fish Def Jam thing. What were we talking about
live
before
from
this?
the comedy show.
Yeah.
That would be lit.
Oh yeah, no. This
Whale
chick,
tails.
Whale tail. Yeah. No. So this chick just whale tailing, and she was like, "Oh my god, you do comedy?" Like, oh my god. I'm like, all right, so you guys are exactly the same.
Dude,
people.
that's such a hot accent. I
No,
don't know
it's
why.
not. Ugh, that's my only concern when I go to New York is I'm gonna turn some people off by being like, "You guys have the dumbest accent to with like hold
you're
pride
gonna get,
around."
Yeah,
You're gonna get fought.
You're gonna get your ass kicked.
You
You're
have
gonna
the
get fought by
dumbest accent.
You're gonna get fought by a 4'6" Puerto Rican woman, and she's gonna win.
Like the rest of the country
You're
loves.
bringing Paradise Valley energy to Brooklyn.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
You're
It's
just
the-
like you dirt under your fingernails. Where's
no,
these fists coming
no,
from? Like,
because
absolutely getting knocked out.
because not everybody talks like that. That's a choice you make to be like, "Hey, yo, ma, what the fuck is you talking about?" Like,
So do you think anyone talks? Basically, you could be born in Australia and you choose to talk like that. It's
no,
not
but
influenced.
we all listen to a bajillion New York born and raised not Jews, but New York born and raised people on podcasts that don't sound like Chris Stefano. Like that's
True. But there's a lot of New Yorkers that do.
I know there's a lot, but like you,
That's like native New York. There's a lot of people because New York is full of transplants. There's not a lot of people who are like.
that's what I'm talking about. It's a melting pot. So there's a less percentage than you think that talk like, "Hey, yo, ma, I fuck."
Yeah, there's like
And
not a
there-
lot of native New
there's
Yorkers.
not a lot of native New Yorkers, but still, so many people talk like that.
That's what I'm saying. So many people make the choice to be like, "Yeah, this fucking dirtbag accent."
Hey,
You're like,
guess
"Why?
what?
It was just.
Why?"
It
That's
was.
gonna be me.
Yeah, why?
I'm gonna adopt that accent for
It's
sure.
the dumbest shit in the world. It's so ugly. Why are we?
It's like
talking
how
about
Alec Baldwin's wife says that she's Mexican.
Hilaria.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, you're white. You're white as hell, and none of you guys say fucking "ayo" like that.
You're the Rachel Dolezal.
I'm the
of
Rachel
Brooklyn.
Dolezal of Brooklyn,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're just like AOB. Just fucking.
What's up, ma?
Which Timberlands match?
that is my only thing. If I was single, bro, I could never like that would be a giant turnoff. If a girl was like, "Oh, you got cute," you're like,
Dude, I'm
"Nah,
buying
no."
Timberlands before I buy a bed frame. That's the nature of
You
how
can
this is gonna
sleep in
work.
your Timbs.
Yeah.
And he's coming at 12 wide. Hey, yo, man, he's coming at 14 long.
Hey, yo, B, what's up? You coming 12 wide, dog?
Wide. Man, that sucks when you're so fat you have to accommodate it with your shoes. It goes all the way down.
I can't wear Reeboks. They don't come in a wide.
Where you're just like, I can't wear Converse. They're not wide enough.
That's honestly true.
That's the most fat. That's the
Do you
most
know how-
fattest thing in the world to
do
be
you
like, yo, these run thin. You're like, what?
Hey, what? You need to let out
My
some
feet-
of your shoes?
My feet are big boned.
What?
I've had-
Are you an elephant?
No, I've had
You
some
just
niggas
have
when I was
pillar toes, just thump, thump.
when I was playing sports. Niggas used to break in their cleats, and it was just big guys trying to wear like cleats that were too small. They would get them wet. They would go in the shower, get them wet, and then walk around their house.
Yeah, to mold it around their foot.
No, you're just fat as hell. Wear a bigger shoe.
Just wear a bigger shoe.
shoe.
No, dude, you don't get that much traction.
I know that's the dumbest shit. I've never done that.
What do you mean you don't get that much traction?
'Cause
Put,
then you
put tissue paper in the front of your
No,
shoes.
it's always a lineman trying to wear a receiver cleat. He's like, I need to break these in.
He
You're
wants
like,
the color wave. That's
yeah,
all it is.
That's exactly it. They don't make all the lineman cleats are dull as hell. And you're like, yeah, well,
yeah,
that's,
stop foot binding to prove that you're 30 pounds less than you are.
That's exactly what happens. It's a
You're-
big dude looking like he's walking in fucking
You're not
high heel cleats.
You're not a size 9 on the hips, pal. Let it out.
Time wise, where we at?
We're good.
Hey, by the way, this is in case you didn't know, fucking hour in. It's the Final Stop podcast. Anything
Public
else?
episode.
Dates.
When
we
I have
forget
no idea when
dates.
this is coming out. When
fuck.
does this?
Tristan's
fucking
going to
Comes
be in
out
New
in, like,
York.
3 weeks.
Yeah, Tristan will be in New York at that point.
Oh,
DBG
yeah.
and Friends, first Wednesday every month. Honestly, we should get, and I've been thinking about it, we should get a finalstop.com where we display all of our dates. I mean, we should individually have our own websites, but for now, we should get a...
Yeah, not all of us have Aldo as a mom.
You know what I'm saying? We should get a.
I wish I had Aldo as my mom.
Because that would be a
bro.
lot easier. Just be like, yo, finalstop.com for all the
Dude,
dates.
it was so funny watching this Brooklyn Puerto Rican guy just flagrantly use the N-word while like real black people were behind
I
me.
can't stand
and
that.
I'm just like, you can fight him.
Dude, when we go to New York, can we get a Dominican Aldo so he can say the N-word on the
We get a
cast?
Dominican. No, that is my thing.
Or we
can't
can
bring
make
on another person that
or
can say the N-word.
we
on
can
this
make
cast.
Aldo Dominican.
Close enough.
We can make a perfect soldier.
Either way, that's been the Final Stop podcast. Subscribe to the Patreon. Dude, we love you. Thank you for watching.
Shout out Drew Chestnut.
Peace out.